All right, so the Sixers started 0-3, and I have a couple of reasons why I'm not worried about it. I think people are overreacting, and an 0-3 start for this team is no big deal. So, first reason is Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is going to be the Rookie of the Year. In his first three games, he averaged, in his first three games, 18, 10, and 8, 11, 11, and 5, 18, 10, and 5. So, every game he's gotten a double-double with rebounds the first three games to start his career. 8 assists, 5 assists, 5 assists. I think he's only going to improve as the year goes on. So he's the best thing the Sixers have going right now. I would say Joel Embiid, but he gets injured just too frequently. So there is one thing that I am really worried about with this team, though, and that is Markelle Fultz has probably the ugliest free throw I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, it makes me nauseous watching this dude shoot free throws. Like, it is horrible. He's a guard. Like, I can shoot free throws better than him, and I don't even play. I don't know if they're like trying to change it, like the coaching staff, or like, because I don't remember him shooting that horribly in college. Like, I thought Lonzo Ball was the prospect with the ugly jump shot, but what I've seen from Markelle Fultz so far in this regular season is horrendous, especially the free throws. The rest of his game looks pretty good. Like, he can take it to the hoop, he can drive the ball, he can distribute, play a little defense. He's got good size, but man, that free throw is horrible. So that's the one thing I'm really worried about, of course, with the exception of Joel Embiid's injury possibility. But this team is just a deep team. It's a lot deeper than a lot of teams you would think of. Of course, like, for example, take the Thunder. The Thunder look like an excellent team. They have three superstars, or two superstars and an all-star, talking about Melo, but they have no bench at all. This team literally has no bench. But the Sixers, their top, like, after their starting five, I think they're solid. Like, their second team is a lot more solid than a lot of second teams in the NBA, in my opinion. So you got Simmons and Embiid in the starting lineup with J.J. Redick at the 2. And you got Covington in there. And I think they got Amir Johnson switching in and out of the 4. And then Jaleel is getting playing time. It's just a deep team. And then they got this guy from Turkey looks good. He's a tall guard who definitely can shoot the ball. Furkan Korkmaz, I think his name. I don't want to pronounce it wrong, but this dude has a jump shot. I definitely see him coming along in the upcoming weeks and months. So as far as the East, the Sixers in the East, I have little worry because we're 0-3, and the three teams we lost to, I believe, are all better teams than us in the East. I know they're all in the East, and the East is incredibly weak, especially this year. But out of the three teams that beat us, one of them was Boston, arguably the second best team in the East, and the other one was Toronto, arguably the other second best team in the East. So I'm not super worried. And another reason is their debut game against Washington. Yeah, it was on the road. Yeah, it was the first career game for Ben Simmons and Markelle Fultz, and they only lost by 5. I thought that game could have gone either way. So they could be 1-2. I think they could easily be 2-1, actually. But again, we're still in the first week of the season, so no need to panic too much. But in the East, for the playoff picture, I have Cleveland winning the East, of course, by very far. And then Boston behind them. I got Toronto at 3, the Washington Wizards at 4, and then tied for 5 and 6. I got the Miami Heat and the Sixers in there at the 5 and 6 spot. Actually, I'm sorry. I had Milwaukee at the 5th seed because Giannis is looking unbelievable. This guy is terrifying. He picks up his dribble like outside the three-point line, and he easily glides to the rim like it's nothing. It's scary. His matchup with LeBron was amazing. It was one for the ages. I can't wait to watch them play against each other again. But yeah, I had Milwaukee at the 5 seed there, so I have the Sixers and the Miami Heat fighting for that 6 seed. As far as the 7 and 8, I don't know. It's way too early to tell. We need to watch more. I think the Hornets will definitely be in that mix, but I'm not worried about the Sixers. I really think they're going to make the playoffs, and I don't think it's going to be them slipping into the 8 seed. I think they're going to be in the 5, 6, 7 range, given that they stay healthy. So we'll see how the season progresses, as well as everyone's health. Joel Embiid isn't playing back-to-backs. I don't know if he's going to work up to playing back-to-backs, but we'll see. That would really help us. But again, it could really hurt us, if he plays back-to-backs too many minutes and he just gets hurt again. I think we're better off just not playing him as much and preserving his health, especially after we paid him that insane contract that I talked about a few videos ago. So that's it for today. People are like, oh, the Sixers suck. They're 0-3. They're never going to be good. Trust the process. What a joke. But I'm not worried at all. All right, that's it for today. See you guys.